Hey everybody, Chris Smith here from Cornerstone Healthcare Training. I wanted to take a little time today to talk to you about nurse delegation and how to become nurse delegated, the training involved, and how to navigate that. The reason is nobody can predict the future. You're not going to know what needs you're going to have tomorrow because things happen. So all we could do is really be prepared when an issue or an opportunity arises. So to expand your business, you need more clients. That usually means that you need to consider taking up clients who need more care, patients that need more touching, more hand holding, whatever it is. In these situations, HCA training may not be able to provide all the client care needs. So effectively, it means you may be losing business. So don't get caught unprepared. Have your caregiver trained and ready to be nurse delegated. And I'm here to tell you how to do that quickly and efficiently and with high quality training. So we're going to talk to our guest, Robin Van Heining, and we'll learn a little bit about nurse delegation. Look forward to talking to you at the end. Okay, I am here with founder and owner Robin Van Heining of Cornerstone Healthcare Training, and I've asked her to join us so we could talk a little bit about nurse delegation. Robin, thank you so much for your time and joining us today. We appreciate it, and we love to hear what you have to say about nurse delegation. So if you don't mind, I'll just ask you a few questions and you can tell us about it. What is nurse delegation? What does it mean?
Great. Well, nurse delegation is actually a something that was written into law, into the Washington state law, that allows nursing assistants, HCAs, CNAs, long-term care workers, the ability to perform tasks that would normally be performed by a registered nurse. And this is beneficial because it allows a client to stay in their home instead of needing to move to a higher level of care, such as a skilled nursing facility where the nurses would then perform those tasks. So it's been a very beneficial thing. Some of the things that they can do are things like administering medications, performing blood sugar tests, or administering insulin, things that would normally require someone to leave their home and go somewhere else. So now they can do it in their home through this nurse delegation.
Yeah, that's excellent. How does a home care aide become nurse delegated? What's that process like?
Well, it's kind of like there's two steps. One is you have to get a certificate in nurse delegation, and then the second is an RN actually has to do some hands-on training with you. So in the first step, um, there are two levels of expertise in nurse delegation. And the first is a 9-hour basic nurse delegation course that uh, will allow the person to perform all delegated tasks with the exception of things that are related to insulin administration, blood sugar testing, and insulin. To do those two tasks, you have to take an additional 3-hour certification course. So there's two certificates, one's a 9-hour, one's a 3-hour. Once you have those certificates, you are qualified from a training standpoint, but you still can't perform delegation. To do the actual delegated tasks, an RN has to meet with you and has to teach you about a specific task. And one thing with nurse delegation is that you can only do one task for one resident. And what I mean by that is if I learn how to do eye drops for Mrs. Jones, it doesn't mean I can do everybody's eye drops because I'm not a nurse. I'm not trained to think like a nurse. So for it may those eye drops may be different for the next resident. So the nurse has to train me specifically for each resident for each task.
I see.
Once I'm trained for that task by that nurse, they continue to follow up with me. For non-insulin type tasks, they come and review it every 90 days and see how I'm doing. If it's insulin, they have to observe me every week for 4 weeks and then continue to observe me regularly after that. So there's two steps. First is getting your certificate, and the second is finding that RN who will do the specific training for what the delegated task is that you need to do.
Wow. This sounds like it could really actually benefit our adult family homes and our long-term care workers. Um, because it extends the services they could offer. It does sound like a process. How is delegation different and faster with Cornerstone Healthcare Training?
Well, I'm a nurse and I was an adult family homeowner and in a remote location. So, I mean, I was fortunate that I was a nurse, but what became clear to me was how important being able to get nurse delegation quickly and easily was for staff of adult family homeowners, because I may get a call at 4 in the afternoon from a hospital who wants to send me a new client tomorrow. And I really want to take that client, but they are coming with tasks that require nurse delegation. And I may have two new staff members who don't have their certification, and I need to find an RN to come do the training as well. So in looking at that with Cornerstone, we were able to get approval to provide those certifications online. So at 4 p.m. today, I could call my staff member and say, hey, I just registered you for this class. Can you do this class tonight? And then as soon as you get it done, which obviously if it's a 9-hour class, maybe it take longer than overnight, but as soon as you're done, then we'll get the RN over here and we'll be able to bring this person in. Whereas in the regular setting, how it normally happens without being online is that it's a self-study course where you find an RN who is contracted with the state to provide this training, and they'll mail you, or you can come pick up this workbook and watch these videos on YouTube, do the workbook. When you're done with the workbook, you take it back to the nurse who reviews it, and then you schedule a time to test with that nurse. And then once you're done with that process, then they'll find either the same nurse or another nurse to do the additional training. Our testing is done through a national proctoring system, very highly regarded by colleges and universities. So you can actually do your online, take your proctored exam, have your certificate in hand the moment you finish, and we don't get that delay of trying to get the materials to the person, trying to find the nurse to review the outcomes, get the testing set up. Really streamlines it. And then
Interesting.
most homes actually have contracts with nurses who will come do the second step of that, the training. So they just need to work with their what they call nurse delegator to say, I want to bring this person, admit this person tomorrow. I've got the training accomplished. Can you come meet with my staff member when that new person arrives tomorrow at 3 p.m.?
Wow. So because of the technology and the system that Cornerstone Healthcare Training uses, this could really speed up the process of extending services and caregiving for a home like this.
Right. You
Um,
don't lose that, admit you really need and you want, because you have to wait on training for your staff.
that's got to be huge for a business.
Mhm.
How would someone register caregivers for Cornerstone Healthcare Nurse Delegation Training?
They can go to our website and just click on the classes. It's called Nurse Delegation. It's a 9-hour class, and then Nurse Delegation Focus on Diabetes is a 3-hour class. Click on them, go through the process, register, pay by credit card, and they can start the class immediately. And their certificate is downloaded immediately as soon as they pass the final exam. The other way is they could just call us at 206-673-2919, and we'll
Sure.
help walk them through it by phone if they're not comfortable with the other process. So
Yeah, or even email us at
yeah,
contact@cornerstonehealthcaretraining.com.
or
Um,
text us at the
or
same
text
number.
us, send us a letter, send a pigeon, smoke signals, we'll respond.
Right.
Robin, thank you so much for your time. I really appreciate you talking with us today. Um,
Welcome.
and again, if anybody has any questions, give us an email, give us a call, and we look forward to speaking with you about it.
Yeah,
Again, thank you, Robin. Everybody have a
you're
great day.
welcome. Bye.
So that was Robin. That was great. Thank you so much for tuning in to learn more about nurse delegation and how to become nurse delegated, how to get a caregiver trained. We'd love the opportunity to provide you with more information, maybe a walkthrough of the products and services we have here at Cornerstone Healthcare Training to offer, and to show you the nurse delegation courses and products. Just schedule a time, schedule a date that works for you. You can give me a call you could shoot me an email. My email is chris@cornerstonehealthcaretraining.com, or call me, area code 206-672-1451, or visit our website, cornerstonehealthcaretraining.com, and check out our courses around nurse delegation. So again, thank you so much for your time. I'm Chris Smith. That was Robin Van Heining, and we look forward to speaking with you soon. Take care, everybody.